Are you in need of FIFA 22 coins to improve your squad? Look no further than u7buy.com, offering some of the cheapest coins on the market whilst being one of the safest and the most reliable websites around in the market today. Make sure as well, if you do go to the website, you use code Viper at checkout to get yourself a discount. Let's get into the video. What is going on, guys? Viper here, and welcome back to another player review on the channel. A good one today. The last few days of SBCs haven't been the best and they haven't been getting many views because they're not very good. But this card here that we got today looks to be absolutely brilliant. Obviously, as you can see, it is Declan Rice. Now, he's not cheap. He's coming in at an 87 rated, an 86 rated, and then an 83 rated with a team of the week, which is quite a weird split. For the card it is, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they'd done an 85, 86, and 87. He looks absolutely brilliant on the base card stats. Obviously, Premier League, links to all the English players. That's how you're going to have to link him because the West Ham players generally aren't very good on this game. But, as I said, this is arguably the best CDM in the Premier League. What we're going to quickly go and do, before we actually look at the card, is we're going to actually look at the Premier League CDMs that you've got on offer. Obviously, you've got Kante. Obviously, you've got Allen there as well, and you can compare the two right there as well. That's Chalobah, if you've done him. And then you've got the flashback Kante, really. I don't know if there's any centre mids that are comparable. Obviously, Kante plays very different to somebody like Declan Rice in game, but he is one of the best comparisons you can really make. Gallagher, more of a box-to-box. Keita, more of a box-to-box too. Etabo's a good comparison, but he's similar to Kante as well in the way he plays. He's very fast with jockeying. Also, I haven't seen the agility and balance of this Rice card yet. I'm hoping they juiced it up quite a lot. Obviously, he did have the Adidas numbers up card, which actually wasn't that bad. But this card is obviously a FUT birthday, so we're expecting an upgrade to some skill moves or weak foot. So hoping it's skill moves. I said it'd be really nice to have in CDM. Let's get into the stats though. So he's got 84 pace with 86 dribbling, 80 shooting, which is nice, 90 defending, 86 passing with 88 physical. As you can see, he's a medium high. He's 6'1". He's right footed with 5-star skill moves and a 3-star weak foot. His traits are just leadership. That's quite surprising actually because he's really young, but he does have the leadership trait, and I know he's the captain for West Ham. But let's actually take a look at his in-game stats. So as you can see here, wow. Wow, 81 acceleration with 87 sprint speed. He's got 80 attack positioning with 75 finishing, which is good for a CDM. 89 shot power with 87 long shots. Bad volleys and penalties, but once again, as I always tell you guys, we don't care about that. This is the important one as well. 90 vision, 95 short pass, and 96 long pass. Curve irrelevant on a CDM, really. Then on to his dribbling stats. He's got 86 agility and 86 balance. That is good enough. 89 reactions with 85 ball control, 87 dribbling, and 89 composure. 92 interceptions, 89 defensive awareness, 92 stand tackle, 89 slide tackle, 82 jumping, 94 stamina, which is good, 85 strength, and 91 aggression. Them stats for a CDM are one of the best you're going to get on the game, bar Team of the Years. They are insane stats. Now, on a CDM, I'm going to play him as a lone CDM. I don't really think you need the 5-star skills. It just is nice to have if you do skill moves. Like myself, I do really like skill moves. So being able to do a scoop turn or whatever, or a reverse elastico or elastico to get out of a tight spot is really nice. But generally, you don't really need it on CDMs. We're going to be basing that off, you know, his in-game stats and how he plays to them stats. Now, basic isn't actually that bad for him. But with a CDM like this, who's got really good strength already, really good aggression, and low pace, we're boosting that pace with a shadow. You best believe that. So with the shadow, he's going up to 94 pace, 99 interceptions, 94 defensive awareness, 99 stand tackle, and 99 slide tackle. The pace is really important. Obviously, the 3-star weak foot is a bit of a shame, but you get that with Kante, and Kante is absolutely ridiculous. So that shouldn't be an issue. I'm actually really excited to use this card, as I think he might be one of the best CDMs on the game. Just looking at the in-games, they're insane. This is the team we're going to be using. We're going to be playing him at in the full 1-2-1-2 narrow as a lone CDM. I'll show you my skill rating currently, because we're going to be playing in Division Rivals. We're at 1909. Let's get into a game and see how we get on. Alright guys, into the game we go. Now, the last game I just played, the guy was being weird and the ping was really bad. So I just left the game. I don't care enough like that. So we played like 20 minutes with it and I went 1-0 down. I just thought, I'm not playing in this gameplay. So this is essentially the second game. Now, the early thoughts with Rice in that first game, I might show you some clips. He's good and his passing's brilliant. but there's something lacking defensively with his jockeying. His jockeying's like really nice, and his sprint boost is actually really good too. I can't put my finger on it, really. What's wrong with him? Look at that play. He's actually going to score. Oh, go on then, Tanganga. I was on his weak foot. But yeah, this is a... Thank you for a free goal, pal. Never mind. Yeah, it's a really, really good card. It's a very interesting card. Because I think this is really up in the power curve even more, you know. Win that. He actually has as well. But yeah, it's up in the power curve even more, especially for Premier League teams. Obviously, this card's got a bit of Premier League tax. And I said earlier that I actually did not mind the... That's nice from him. I didn't mind the... wow. The numbers up version of this card, you know. Now, he does feel quite quick. And watch this spread. I guarantee he finds it. Look at that. Beautiful pass. And Tav's got space here. He's actually going to bang it. Oh! How did Donnarumma just do that? He would not do that in real life. He was woeful last night. I've read that. Nice. I'm going to go back into Deckers here. I'm going to try and play that forward. Yeah, nice. Into Harold. Oh, that's lovely from Ronaldo, to be fair. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant goal. Deckers is really, really good at controlling the midfield. And kind of like that pivot role that Busquets can do in real life, you know. Obviously, with a bit more pace on this card to what Busquets is in real life. But the way he kind of like sprays the ball, the skill moves you can do with him to get out of tight spots. I know it sounds very, very cliche and like it's not, you know, FIFA plays nothing like real life football. But it's very, very strange to say what I'm saying in that regard. But he does play like Busquets does in real life. Now, another thing to add as well is that because he's got the 5-star skills, I'm adamant they do something to the players that have 5-star skills, right? To where their dribbling just feels next level nice. The only issue I am having with him is that he doesn't really stretch his legs out. Which means he does, or for that matter, he doesn't really make tackles. Which is a bit infuriating. Now, obviously, you want your CDM to be good at tackling, right? Oh, unlucky, unlucky. This guy might be leaving here, I'm not too sure. And if he does, we'll play another game, of course. Yeah, he is leaving, so let's get into another game. Alright, guys, into the next game we go. Now, what I will do here is I'll keep you here for 45 minutes, and then I'll get any highlights from this game, and then that'll be the review done. Now, this guy's got a very basic team. He must be a good player to be an elite. As I was saying, though, in the first bit that you saw just there, the main issue I have with him, and it's going to sound so redundant because I do actually really like him, is he doesn't seem to make tackles. He's got really high aggression, right? I think it's 91. So for him to not make tackles is very strange, but to counteract that, he is just so good at passing, you know? His passing is so nice, and having that from deep like that, when you play the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow specifically, and you have your fullbacks overloading, is very good. Very good. You can always go back to him. You know, you've got a skill move in him as well, just like that. And it's really, really unique to have a CDM like this. I can't think of anybody in recent memory that's a CDM that can do that. Which does add a little extra to him for me. Go on, Georgie. Oof, off the bar. I thought Sue was getting to that. Oh, that's unlucky. That's nice from Tav. Oh, that's real nice from Tav. That guy is a goat, man. Thank you very much. Cheers. Moved the keeper. I'm surprised he moved his keeper that way, to be fair. I've got to give him some credit. But I think you guys can see with your own eyes, if you do watch the gameplay on my channel, that when I like a card, I really like a card. And this is... takes a bit of time to get used to, because he's not your usual CDM, you know. He's got 5-star skills, for God's sake. But he is brilliant. I'm going to whip that. I put nothing on that. You'll see on the controller there. Now, just having them 5-star skills and him being so clean on the ball. I couldn't get my words out then. Like, he feels so clean on the ball. That was an interesting pass, Deckers. Oh, no, this guy's just going for the break, is he? Okay. What cacker is that? I might be in a bit of trouble here. Nice, Paolo. There we go. Into Rice. Good pass there. We're actually going to look for that long ball there if we can. He's got it. He's got it, guys. Look at that for a pass. Bellingham's absolutely bottled it with that first touch. Against the prime moments bottler himself, Donnarumma. Apart from in the Euro final, upsettingly. But yeah, I think you're seeing why this card is so special, you know? And as I said, it takes a bit of time to get used to because he's a bit unique. His body type isn't the usual that you play with a Premier League CDM. And the kind of passing he has for a Premier League CDM isn't usual either, unless you've got Team of the Year Kante. So you are really getting something quite different here. And that was not aimed to him. As if they've called that back. That's hilarious. Go on, Tammy. Oh, he's got unlucky there. Is he going to look for that? Wow. As you can see there, like, I want him to stick a leg out there. If it's like Vieira or something, I think Vieira sticks a leg out there, you know. It's almost cost me a goal. And that is a pet peeve that I've got with him. I don't know why he does it, but, you know, a lot of CDMs stick their leg out. And whilst his jockeying is good, I should have played that. Hold on. Deckers with a beautiful pass. That's one thing that I just can't fault. His passing is so clean, even on his weak foot. Look at that. Oh, man. Oh, I've done too much of it in the end. He just doesn't want to tackle. Like, I know I should be tackling manually with him. But players like Kante and, as I said, Vieira, they stick their legs out. Or, you know, maybe not so much with Kante. But what you get with Kante that's different is he can jockey stupidly fast, like glitchy fast, you know. And Rice, as I said, his jockeying isn't bad. But it's not as good as Kante's, as you'd expect, right? Passing is so nice. So, like, this is next level how good his passing is. Look at that ball. Nice, good play. Tab does well there. I'm going to go back into Deckers. He's offside trapping, this guy is. Oh, that's unlucky. That is really unlucky. Waited too long on the ball there. I've got a cover here. Here comes Rice, though. As you can see, his jockeying's quick, you know. That's the first time I've seen him stick his leg out. Oh, this guy is decent. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What a... Wow. What a skill run that was. We're almost at half-time now, guys. So what that will mean is when we do get to half-time, I'll bring you back for just highlights, all right? Go on then, Kane. Go on then, Kane. I see you, pal. I'm actually going to go back, though. Yeah. Run then, boys. Run. Oh, you know where that was aimed, right? You know where that was aimed. And I want it on his right foot, of course. But I know that's a cheesy way to score goals. But, you know, sometimes... Wow, nice tackle there. Into Rice again. I thought he got the pass there. Now, that is the issue that I'm going to have, personally. And if you're a skiller yourself, you might also have that issue of doing too many skills with your CDM. Sounds absurd as well. You don't need to skill with him, though. He's still brilliant regardless of them 5-star skills. Look how good his passing is, guys. Oh, Tammy. Have it, Tammy. Have it. Yes, yes. Lovely stuff. 2-0 up. This guy's going to leave. Let's get into the final part of the review. Alright, guys. So, 3 games played. Basically a game and a half, though. So, about 120 minutes. This card is very good. It takes a bit of time to get used to, because he doesn't tackle similar to other players like Kante, like Vieira, players like that. He doesn't really stick his legs out too often. But regardless of that, I find this card to have some properties that are very unique to the Premier League, very unique to the CDM position, and I think he's very valuable. I know he's expensive, but this is a card that will last you till Team of the Season, even through Team of the Season. You won't get another 5-star skiller CDM from the Premier League or any other league for that matter throughout the rest of the game cycle, which adds some really unique properties to the card, right? Now, I'm not saying doing skill moves at CDM is, the most viable thing in the world. It's nice to be able to do a ball roll scoop. It's nice to be able to do a scoop turn or a reverse elastico to just create a little bit of space in the midfield, Open up that gap to be able to play the through ball, the over-the-top through ball as well, which he is insanely good at. I like this card a lot. 3-star weak foot, kind of comes with the territory. You've got Kante, who's also got the 3-star weak foot. He's still considered one of the best in the game. A lot of that's going to be on your mind as well. Is he better than Gold Kante? Is he better than Flashback Kante? Yes. He's better than both. His physical presence I like a lot. His agility and balance isn't that different to Kante's. The only few things that I do have an issue with are obviously the 3-star weak foot, which is a very minor issue, and then his tackling. Especially with his aggression, you'd expect him to be really aggressive, getting involved and stuff, but he doesn't. It takes a bit of time. You have to really manually tackle with him, which is something that I usually do, but recently, you don't need to actually tackle to win the ball back. But with this card, I just couldn't seem to do it. So you do have to manually tackle with him. If you can get beyond that, this card is unreal. Let's rate the stats overall. I'm going to rate them 4 a CDM. His pace, I'm going to give a 7 out of 10, even with the shadow. He still felt a little bit slow. Well, not slow, just not as fast as I was anticipating. I would say he's more like 87, 88 pace, even with the shadow on. That's what it feels like in game anyway. Then his shooting, I didn't really get to try, so we're actually going to NA that. I'd imagine if you want to do a long shot with him, they will be decent. Passing is going to be a 9.5 out of 10. This is where this card really shines, especially in that one CDM role that I was playing him in. His ability to spray the ball is insane. Now, I don't know if I said it in the gameplay, because it might have been in the first game, but imagine Busquets in real life. This is kind of like how I compare him in game. The way he can control the game from the pivot spot on his own, with that great passing, and his great dribbling as well, which I'm going to rate a 9 out of 10. Even though it's 86, because he has the 5-star skills, his dribbling gets an increase. I don't care what anybody says. His dribbling feels insane. He feels so clean on the ball, cleaner than any CDM I've used on the game, other than maybe Jorginho, if you count him as a CDM. He's very, very nice there. I love his dribbling, 100%. Now, defending is an interesting one. I'm actually going to rate this an 8 out of 10. Whilst it takes some time to get used to, his defending is really good. As I said, you have to manually tackle with him. That's not something that I'm so used to. But if you can manually tackle, you'll really enjoy this card. He's really good at jockeying as well. I forgot to say that on the dribbling. But he doesn't, jockey as fast as your Kante's, which, is up for opinion if you value that more highly over the great passing this card has. The one thing that I really didn't like with Kante was his lack of passing. You can't do long balls with him. It has to be very straightforward. I'm not the biggest fan of that. And then his physicals, I'm also going to rate an 8.5 out of 10. I was going to go with 8, but his stamina is so good that you could, if you want to play him as box-to-box, you can. He's able to play that kind of role. He's good in the air, with that good jump in the 6'1" frame. His strength is nice, and that aggression is really good. I can't say I feel it too much in game, the high aggression, but still, I think them stats are just unreal. You can play him as a centre-back as well, if you want to try that. I'd personally play him in a 1 CDM formation though, so the full 1-2-1-2 narrow is perfect for him. So if you do rock that formation, you can have a lot of fun with this guy. I'm going to rate him a 9 out of 10. I know he's expensive. He's very, very good in game though, and a very unique card. Make sure you go pick him up. He'll be valuable for you until Team of the Season, maybe after. As I said, you won't get another Premier League CDM with 5-star skills. But guys, if you did enjoy today's video, make sure to leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel too, so you never miss a player review. But guys, it's going to be it from me for now, so take care.